In this video, Italian Grandma Margherita is cooking up a whole roasted chicken. Let's get started. Check the video description for a quick list of ingredients. This whole chicken is 6 pounds. Grandma starts by giving the chicken a lemon massage. She rubs the juice from half a lemon all over the outside of the chicken skin. She says this not only flavors the chicken, but lemon is important for helping to create a crispy skin as the chicken roasts in the oven. Here she's minced 1 clove of garlic and about 2 tablespoons of fresh rosemary. She's mixing in a teaspoon of fine salt and a pinch of black pepper to create a rub. Time for the marinade and rub. Margherita loosens the chicken skin gently with a knife, then with her fingers. This lets her add herbs between the skin and the chicken meat. First the minced rub, a piece of halved fresh garlic, and a sprig of fresh rosemary. Grandma adds the rub, the fresh garlic cloves, and sprigs of rosemary under the skin of the chicken in many places. The legs,
solito trito,
breast, thighs, and even inside the chicken cavity. This gives her chicken its amazing flavor. Like most Italians, Grandma Margherita never uses dehydrated garlic or onion powder to flavor. Always fresh garlic.
aglio, trito. Mettiamo nelle ali questo pezzetto di rosmarino, questo pezzetto di
She's taken this fresh rosemary from the hedges growing outside of her kitchen.
metto un pochino di sale sulle mani,
After rubbing salt generously on the chicken skin,
passarlo così.
she flavors the chicken cavity with the rest of the fresh garlic, the other half of the lemon, and a handful of black olives, and of course another pinch of salt and black pepper. Always freshly grind black pepper, as Grandma is doing, for the best flavor. And finally, she adds a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil inside the chicken cavity as well. Use toothpicks or skewers to pin any open skin closed. This will ensure the chicken meat doesn't dry out as it cooks. And it's time to let the chicken rest overnight, the secret to Grandma Margherita's incredible, flavorful roasted chicken.
Che il pollo è stato a insaporirsi tutta la notte.
The next day, Margherita finishes the chicken skin off with a few more pinches of salt
Mettiamo il sale,
and pepper, and a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil, which will help the skin crisp up.
ed ecco il piccolo segreto, l'acqua.
Grandma says this is her secret to juicy roasted chicken. Surprisingly, she doesn't baste her chicken, but simply adds water to the pan, covers the chicken with foil as it cooks, and flips the chicken halfway through the cook time. For the last hour, she removes the foil to let the skin crisp up and flips it more frequently. Grandma says the rule of thumb for roasting chicken is about an hour for every kilogram or 2 pounds of chicken. For her whole chicken, that's about 3 hours of roasting. And it's into the oven, 485 degrees Fahrenheit, 250 degrees Celsius, for the entire cook time. The chicken is in the oven and it's time to move on to the crispy roasted potatoes. After peeling and cutting the potatoes into bite-sized pieces, she soaks the potatoes in filtered water for at least 2 hours before roasting them. This is her little secret for removing the starch from the outside of the potatoes. Starch on the outside of the potatoes can cause the potatoes to stick to the tray as they roast.
Ed ecco le patate.
After the 2-hour soak, she dries the potatoes and they go into the roasting pan. She coats the potatoes generously with extra virgin olive oil.
Mettiamo
This olive oil is special as it came from olives harvested on her land. And here's Grandma's little secret for making her potatoes crispy. She says to be sure not to salt the potatoes at the beginning. Salting at the beginning will drag too much moisture from the core of the potatoes, making the potatoes dry inside and moist outside, the opposite of what we are looking for. Grandma roasts the potatoes at the same 485 degrees Fahrenheit, 250 degrees Celsius, for about 45 minutes uncovered.
Forneremo a 250 gradi per circa 3/4 d'ora. Mi raccomando, durante la cottura vanno girate almeno 2 volte. Che profumino, ragazzi! Pensate come sarà la fine.
And here's Grandma's chicken after cooking for about an hour.
Passata un'ora di cottura e adesso
Time to flip.
apriamo il forno.
Add a bit more water to the bottom of the roasting pan, and it's back into the oven. And here's Grandma's roasted chicken after 2 hours in the oven. It's starting to turn golden, so it's time to remove the foil cover. Grandma says it's splendid already, and we have to agree. At this point, Grandma says we want to flip the chicken every 10 to 15 minutes for the last hour of cook time to ensure a nice crispy skin. After about 20 minutes in the oven, Grandma flips the potatoes and only now adds the salt.
Perché a questo punto il sale non ammorbidisce più la patata. Mettiamo il sale. Io metto questa quantità.
Some sprigs of fresh rosemary, and of course another drizzle of olive oil. Click the thumbs up button to let Nonna Margarita know that you like her video. There's a danger this chicken is never going to reach the table.
Guarda, ma a me non serve l'otti di questa. Mi tocca fare tutto da sola.
Ma non volevi la letta?
Vabbè, ma ormai ho visto questo.
E buon appetito!
No, guarda, sono troppo barbare. Siamo troppo barbari. Bisogna su.